So like a SEER 77 or whatever the number is, right? If it's on paper, it's got to be there at the property too.
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Well, let's help ET phone home then at 45L tax credit. Let's talk about it. Give me the history of 45L. You know, I'm sitting around the cocktail party. You know, 2006 was a great year because 179D came about. Now let me talk about 45L. Teach me about the history of 45L. How long is it new or no? Tell me about it.
It's not new, but I will admit I don't know exactly what year it came out. I will say that it has. It's one of these credits that hasn't taken off. And I wouldn't say that there are some like large home builders. They've been able to take it, so they get a system down. But what the 45L is, it's for residential properties. So it's for tract home builders and apartment builders. Apartments are actually really great because what you get is historically was a $2,000 credit per door. Each door had to pass, and you can do some sampling in there. So, but they do literally go in and do blower testing, ceiling testing on these different units. And you could have unit A fail and unit B pass. So you might not get the credit for all of your units. It also depends on how much sun is shining on a particular unit. If there's a tree outside the window, like it's really interesting and intricate the way they do it. So 45L is a little bit expensive to get the certifications. But if you have like a 300 unit apartment complex, you're talking about a $600,000 credit. So we're talking about big money. But that was historically. 45L is changing dramatically. It's the most dramatic change that's going to happen starting 1/1/23 from this Inflation Reduction Act. And now it's going to be aligned with the Energy Star certifications and the zero energy home building. I can't remember all of these acronyms. I will be honest with you, but there's a zero energy home builders certification. It's also attached to Energy Star. They are going to be tied together. So if you are going to go for Energy Star, and a lot of these big home builders have, because Energy Star sells itself to the consumer. So they're already getting Energy Star. So you can get, it is, instead of, it's $2,500. Wait a minute, it might be $500 to $1,000. So the credit goes down, just like 45L, if you don't do the prevailing wages. But if you're paying all your subcontractors and your contractors prevailing wages, you can get up to $5,000 a door. So it's either $2,500 a door if you're doing Energy Star, or $5,000 a door if you're doing the zero energy certification. So it's very interesting. Now, those are pass fail. There's not necessarily a sliding scale on this one between the 2,500 and the 5,000, but it's just the two different standards. So what will happen though is that you need to talk to your Energy Star providers, and you will have them do it and give you certifications. There's a different software package they have to use, the ResNet standards, and they have to be what's called a HERS rater. And they will be able to do that and wrap it all in. And that one is, I would say, the biggest thing, if you're interested in it, if you're building apartments, is you need to think, if I'm going for $5,000 a door, think to yourself, the reason why Congress gave you so much money is it's going to cost you money to actually get up to those standards. Those are tough standards to get up to. They're great. What I have seen historically for 45L is that if you are not installing an HVAC system, you mentioned the SEER rating. If you are not installing a SEER rating at least 2 above standard code, you will never pass. So think about that now when you're going to the zero energy standard. I can't even imagine what kind of a SEER rating you need to put in. So it's going to cost you some money. It's going to cost you part of that $5,000.